Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Well, of course, we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone currently tuned in on to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and I'm happy to be back with you for another day, for another night, whatever time of the day it is in your area, whichever part of the world you are tuned in. We are happy to have you with us. To the viewers who are here for the first time, for whatever reason that you've come up on this program, we say welcome, and we hope that you're going to be a regular visitor to this program as well. We like to say hello and welcome to the usual suspects. I'm talking about those of you who are always here on the Mikey Live program. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Of course, we've got a few things to talk about tonight, folks. This is what we call news discussed, not told. Of course, we do not have a horse in the race, so our motivation is to the truth and to the facts. All right. And of course, here we are telling you today about the EDA. And you just heard the ad. In fact, they commenced demolition operations. Let's call it that, all right? Demolition operations across the island. One of the first structures was removed. Today, we'll explain that, all of that and more to you in a while, all right? As well, what we have to tell you about, boy, there is a temporary relocation of the inspection center. We'll talk to you about that, as well as the search continues for escaped prisoner Levon Date. We'll talk to you more about that. And St. Patrick residents charged with non-capital murder, and that's for the killing of an individual. That incident happened last Friday. We told you about that on Friday. We'll elaborate on that in a moment. We are hearing today from the Chief Medical Officer relating to COVID-19 cases and other respiratory illnesses. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. What else do we have to tell? Oh, we have a few more things to talk to you about on the business. So brace yourself. This is, again, news discussed, not told. Of course, we are brought to you through the kind compliments of course, Grenada Limited, Digicel, NAWASA, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. Of course, we've got the EDA on board as well. And all the other sponsors, we say thank you for being part of the business. Folks, remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits. Compliments Digicel. That person might just be you. So go ahead and share the business. Folks, we're taking a quick little thing. And when we come back, it could be real news in Olilililo Brace yourselves, we'll be back shortly.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
All right, again, welcome to the business, one and all. Here we go. The Grenada Football Association, the GFA, they'll be hosting a women's football festival at the Montrouge playing field. That's going to be from March 9th, 2024, as part of its International Women's Day activities. Now, the festival aims to celebrate women in football and launch the 2024 Women's League season. Now, the one-day 7v7 tournament, it will feature teams divided into 3 groups competing in 20-minute halves, and the event provides an opportunity, they say, for female players of all ages and skills level to participate. It goes on to say that we are thrilled to host this festival highlighting women's football. That's according to the GFA Women's Director, Kazira Thomas. It will be an exciting day of friendly competition and community building around our shared love of the beautiful game of football. Now, the festival serves as a prelude to the 2024 Women's League, which the GFA will be officially kicking off on March 23rd, 2023. And that is to expand opportunities for women and girls to play organized football across Grenada. Now, teams from communities across the island, they are expected to participate. This is an important milestone in our efforts to accelerate the development of women's football, Thomas said. The Women's League will provide a platform for women to play at a high level and serve as a role model for our young girls. Now, the March 9th Women's Football Festival runs from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Montrouge playing field, and it will be free for the spectators. And the GFA say that they like to encourage everyone to come out and support women in football. Here's one for the drivers. The Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public that due to the unavailability of the National Athletic Stadium car park, inspection of motor vehicles for the period, or for the parish, sorry, you talked about the period just now, for the parish of St. George, it will be conducted at the licensing center that's down at Dusty Highway on the following days in March of 2024. Wednesday the 6th, Thursday 7th, Tuesday the 12th, Wednesday the 13th, Thursday the 14th, Thursday the 21st. All right, inspection continues as scheduled at the other inspection centers throughout Grenada and carry a coup. The Royal Grenada Police Force say that they'd like to apologize for any inconvenience caused, and they say that they'd like to thank the general public for your understanding in this matter. Okay, what else we have to tell all you boy? All right, we've been hearing about this. It is not until today we're actually getting an official release with photo and all that relating to an escaped prisoner. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force in this dispatch say that they continue their aggressive efforts to recapture Livon Date, alias Magic. Because he just disappears like, voila! And he's gone, you know what I mean? Right. He's 33 years old, of Griffith Lane in St. Andrew. He is approximately 6 feet 1 inch in height, slim built, dark in complexion with brown eyes and black hair. Now, Livon Date, who was charged for capital murder, escaped police custody while attending Grenville Magistrates Court. That was on Wednesday, 21st February 2024. The Royal Grenada Police Force especially appeals, they say, to anyone seeing Livon Date or who has any information about his whereabouts to please contact Grenville Police Station, and that's a contact number 442-7224. You can also call the CID at 440-3921. Police Emergency 911. I think that's the easiest number to remember. You can also call the police hotline. That number will be 444-1958. Or you can also call the nearest police station. Now, the police go on to say that Mr. Date may be armed and dangerous and should be approached with caution. All right. So again, the police, they are seeking the assistance of the general public in locating Mr. Date at this point in time. All right. You come and you come true. You know, we know that for sure. You go come true. It's just a matter of time. You know, sometimes, you know, it's got like a ting, and then, you know, yeah, man might need to tie out the goat and things like that, make sure the farm is alright, you know what I mean, the family good, you know, tell mommy sorry, and things like that, and then they just walk right back into the police force. So, yeah, don't worry yourself, but organize yourself, you understand? So, anyway. This has been a concern for a couple of days because it took the police that long before putting out a picture and thing like that about the whole thing. I don't even know what's going on, to be quite honest. I don't even know what's going on. Anyway. Breathe. Okay. We breathed. We're moving on now. In that context, what would be the past tense of breathe? So I say breathe, and then I breathe. I take a nice little breath. What would be the past tense of that? I breathed. If you ask my son, my son does put past tense of everything in it. Anyway, leave that talk. So, on a serious note now, let's kind of move on. Let me see what to say. What to say will be the past. You know, I breath with it. So, this now on a serious note. St. Patrick's residents, I think it was 3 of them, have been charged with non-capital murder, and that's relating to a recent incident that took place. You know, Wayne Richardson, who's 47 years old, he is a mechanic. Tafari Thomas, who's a 35-year-old unemployed, and Erico Andrew, who's 44 years old, he's also unemployed. All of River Sally and St. Patrick were jointly charged with the offense of non-capital murder for intentionally causing the death of Jude Hippolyte, who is 56 years old, according to police, is a shopkeeper of River Sally in St. Patrick. Now, according to police, in this dispatch, the offense is alleged to have been committed on Friday, 23rd February 2024 at the River Sally in St. Patrick, or the community of River Sally in St. Patrick. According to police, all three men made their first court appearance at the Grove Magistrates Court today and were remanded to His Majesty's prison. They are scheduled to be brought back to the court on Friday, 15th March 2024. And so that is another homicide we're looking at, another killing. And then, according to this report, 3 men. 3 men. Another 3 men again. You understand? We are going down by the numbers, boy. So 6 men. And in the last 2 homicide incidents in Grenada, 6. You get me? Get my drift? It's troubling, to be honest. It's troubling. Anyway, let's move on. So the next thing that we have to tell you about, we are hearing from the Ministry of Health today. In fact, we observed a press conference being hosted by the Ministry of Health, and it spoke of several current issues, including the fact that there's been an increase in respiratory illnesses in Grenada, coming from the Chief Medical Officer himself, Mr. John Charles. He explained the situation to the media.
As it relates to our public health surveillance activity, which is a very important function of the Ministry of Health, I wish to highlight a number of conditions that are quite current and that I am certain the public may be aware of. Firstly, as it relates to acute respiratory infections, the country is currently experiencing elevated levels of acute respiratory infections, and cases are above normal in all age groups, but particularly in the over 5 age groups.
Wow.
Pathogens or...
Okay, just hold on. We're coming back to that. Now, he also spoke of the pathogens, and of course, in other words, what the causes of these respiratory illnesses are. In fact, he stated that the COVID-19 is partly responsible for that.
Pathogens or cause that have been identified include the COVID virus, that's the SARS coronavirus 2, influenza, respiratory syncytial virus, among others. There are a few others, but these are the 3 main agents that are causing many of the infections that we are seeing out there. As it relates to the COVID coronavirus, sometime around late January, end of January, we were able to identify the variant that has been in circulation, and which is the most common variant that is in circulation around the world, which is the JN1. This variant has been identified and is circulating locally. But we are able to report that the majority of cases have been very mild, and we have not seen a huge impact or huge pressures on our health systems. Parallel to this, we have not seen an increase in admissions for COVID-related disease. We have had a small number of admissions in individuals who went to hospitals for other reasons, but because we are testing all of our patients that go to the wards, we sometimes find that incidentally they have this disease.
No, he also spoke of the cases in January, right? Now, we did notice that there were a spike in the cases in January. But according to the Chief Medical Officer, cases have been decreasing since the spike at the beginning of the year. All right, so which is also a good thing.
All right, but their progress has been quite mild. Now, I remember at the beginning, I'm continuing on COVID. I remember at the beginning of the year, we had, in a release, we did mention that cases were increasing at the beginning of the year. We did see a small spike in cases up to the 3rd and 4th weeks of the year, but since then cases have been progressively decreasing. In essence, the pattern of cases that we are seeing mirrors that of what we saw last year.
Thank you very much, Sir Sean Charles. On another note, though, acute gastroenteritis, serious problem that circulates ever so often in Grenada. It says that the acute gastroenteritis is also being monitored by the Ministry of Health. So he gave an update about that.
Cases of acute gastroenteritis are also under surveillance, and so far for this year, cases have been either at or slightly below the normal levels, the usual levels. All right. However, when we separate the groupings between persons over 5 and persons under 5, there were more cases identified in the population that is under 5 years of age, and especially in the first 4 weeks of the year. Since this time, cases have been on the decline.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sean Charles, who is the Chief Medical Officer here in Grenada. So you've been hearing this ad, and you've been seeing, little promotions relating to the construction of structures around the island, particularly those that are used for vending purposes. The EDA sent out notice earlier on in the year, noting that those structures are likely to create problems, especially in times when there are hurricanes and they can become, or storms can become projectiles. It contributes negatively to the aesthetics of the island, among other things. Today was the first day that the EDA actually executed one of those orders, asking one of the owners of one of those structures to please remove it. That structure marked for removal was located at the first corner after the library junction. That's on the left. I think I should have a, yes. All right. According to the EDA, a final notice allowing 3 days, that is 3 business days for removal, was issued, they say, on Friday, February 23rd, and stated categorically the date and time for removal, all right, by the Planning and the Development Authority. And the structure remained. And today, one of those structures were removed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there were 2 structures there. One was removed by the owner. The second remained there and was removed by the EDA, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but here you see that one of those structures being towed off. And of course, the authority, I think they'll be having at some point in time an engagement with the media to at least again engage the public and so on, letting them know what the EDA is about, why it is that they have seen it necessary to do this. So the long and short is they are issuing notice to people who have those structures, built on the side of the road where they sell, whether it is fruits, vegetables, food items, drinks, and so on. They're asking them to remove them because those were not built following the recommended building codes. They were built without the proper authorization from the Planning and Development authorities and so on. And so they're asking people to demolish those structures. And if the people or the owners themselves don't demolish those structures, then the EDA will move in. All right. And will remove those structures. Yeah. So today was sort of like the first day of the demolition drive. Okay. So they say they're asking the public again, those of you who are owners of these properties or of these structures, please remove them, or else they will be removed by the EDA. All right, we're taking a quick break and come back. And when we come back, my friends, we will be giving you the weather and any other business on the business. We'll be able to share that with you. Stay right there. We'll be back.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers, and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to NAWASA! Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. Yay! A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation.
First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how NAWASA brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our washpan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing NAWASA's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Okay, and of course, right, yes. Okay, so, where are we going now? It is time for the weather, and let's see what the Met Office has sent us. So, the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with some light early morning showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Here's the weather for tonight. For Thursday, weather is expected to be partly cloudy and breezy with some light morning and nighttime showers. Now the max temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds east northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that, my friends, is our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Here's now going through our Facebook and YouTube. We go through YouTube first to say big up to all the people who are on there. Hillary's chatting, Celine is chatting, Anne-Marie Olive is chatting as well. Marcus Laverne is chatting too. Did I say Anne-Maria? Okay, Celine Glenora, my mom, and everybody else. Everybody else who's on YouTube. Hello to you guys, all right? And Linton and everybody else too. Now we go over to Facebook. We see quite a bit of you there too. So we want to say big up to Shemaine, to Hazel, Hazelin, Diana, Shum, Kireen, Java and the Sharing Committee, and who else? Bermuda, Loris. Loris has become like you know, like a staple to the program. Thank you, Loris. It's always good to see you on. Rolander, Liz, who else is with us? Cynthia. Nikki, Barbara, Bernadette, Irma, James Henry, and everybody else. Yvonne. Okay? Big up to you, Yvonne. Linda Lewis, hello to you as well. So guys, we hoping to have you with us again tomorrow, God's willing. We'll have a special program for you. So it will not be the typical Mikey Live. I'm just putting that out there, right? It will not be the typical Mikey Live, so please be guided accordingly. We're going to be on early tomorrow. We have a little special for you, okay? That special will come on around 6:30. Okay, guys? So looking forward to seeing you then. Take care of yourselves. Have some rest. We'll touch base again, all right, guys? Take care. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja! No, take care, guys.